Yes, life was delayed, but it never gave the nod.
Hello, 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 everybody. It's Annika LaQuit here, and you're listening to Navigator 9 Podcast. If you are new here, make sure that you listen to the previous week's episode and hit the subscribe button for me. I have somebody that's coming on the show today. I know him from school, but let's get into it. His name is Patrick Paul. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing, chilling. So I know you from school, Morris College, of course, and of course, you know you're one of the bros. Ooh, I wanted to let you know I'm so happy to see you on this podcast today. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Patrick Paul, Florence, South Carolina native. Ooh, where to start? 8-year Air Force veteran. Graduate of Morris College. Played basketball and baseball there. Cross Omega Psi Phi there. Also, founder of Passion Driven Sports, founder of Driven by Passion nonprofit. Currently is assistant coach at Francis Marion University.
So you did speak about your business. So what motivated you to start Passion Driven Sports?
It was just a niche in the market, and it was honestly truly by accident. It was, my guy out of college, I had a lot of free time, so I got into coaching, and that was truly, in anybody who knows me and my teammates, I avoided that. I try to avoid that at all costs. Like, I didn't want to coach initially. I was just like, it's frustrating, and you do too much, and so when I got into coaching, it was just like I always used to tell my players like, yo, y'all don't play hard enough, and y'all not doing the right things. Y'all didn't work on it. Y'all need to work on the right things, and their response was just like, well, what we need to work on, and just show me what we need to work on, which started
Right.
in 2018. It's a very unique story, and because it was at a point where I felt like I was at my lowest, and like looking at it and seeing it where it was at now, it's just like it's truly amazing. During that time period, it was like I just graduated college. um couldn't find a job. My resume is like loaded with so many good things, and but I couldn't get a job at Walmart. So like it was just me starting this, I had a lot of free time, and it grew to be what it is today. Probably over over the past 5 years, probably have like 30 to 40 college pro athletes. Um, don't know how many actual kids I've reached like with my camp. I do a camp at every summer, and it's grown in into something that's just really amazing. And I'm just so grateful for it.
And see, that's the thing people don't talk about when you're in college is the fact that when you graduate college, it's so hard to find a job. Like you say, you couldn't get a job at Walmart. Like people don't know that. Like,
And just to add to that, it was just like for me, it was just like being a threat. Like I was, not to, throw color into it. I was a young black man, 8 years of Air Force of, experience, being in the military, having a well versed resume, being an honor graduate at Morris College, did a lot of things there. So running across my resume, like having a resume that what I was, it was like, I was told that, um, how do I say it? It's just like either the people who interviewed me thought I was a threat for their job, or I wasn't going to be a long term asset for them because, like, why, they went into, why would I want to be here for a substantial amount of time? And I got it, but,
makes sense. I understand. It's just hard. It was hard for me too. So please, I
yeah,
understand that. Okay. What is something that you wish you would have learned sooner in the sports industry?
I added that sports and life. The main thing is the quicker you start and, jumping out, like, you got to jump out in that water. You say you want to do it. I'm a big advocate of people of non-procrastination. People say, "Hey, I wanted to start this business. Why are we not starting it?" Well, I don't know. He's just like, well, I don't feel like you're ready. 90% of the time, with anything that you want to start, you'll never be fully
Yeah.
ready. You'll never be understand what it is till you get into it. And I think with our generation, that everybody look at social media and they're seeing that everybody getting it, but nobody actually read these books and go on these podcasts and listen to these success stories of what it takes for people to get there. And I think a lot of people are afraid of failure. And I was talking about this with my best friend. Like, failure
Yes.
is the true definition of when you actually stop doing something, and not when you have when you just fall. When you just like fail, you just completely stop and you just kind of give up. And a lot of people are so quick and they're afraid of that. I'm just like, these are lessons that need to be learned and, just got better. You know, I tell people I was in Connecticut working at camp, speaking at camp. I told the kids, it's okay not to know what you want to do right now. Like, you're 18 years old, like you're 16, 17, 18 years old. Like, we're pushing kids to know exactly what they want to do right away. I'm 36 and I'm on career number 3. And a lot of people don't
Right.
understand that. Just I was in the military. I was a teacher, and on top of being a teacher now, I'm a basketball coach, and also do program coordinating with the Boys and Girls Club. A lot of people understand that it's just everything is not supposed to click and hit right away. And you got to work
Right.
for it. You got to grind, and the biggest thing is also you can't have complacency. Complacency is so hard. Like, successful people are never complacent. Like, I had events, or I had done things, and I'm talking about 20 minutes later, I'm trying to figure out how can I make it better next year or the next time I do it. I don't want to just settle for my
Yeah.
accomplishment. So, because like for me, I'm trying to build a legacy, and building a legacy is having a body of work that's just that when you're passed away, that people can physically go out and see or touch or have memories of you or what you've done. Like, everybody wants to be
Mm-hmm.
successful. I don't think everybody only want to be successful. I think everybody want to be rich, but that people don't want to be successful. Successful is,
Yep.
and that's a different thing. I don't know if we got time to even talk about that. Like, success is, managed by, oneself. Because my definition of success and your definition of success is two totally
Mm-hmm.
different
You're speaking the truth up here now. Come
things.
on. I like that. What mental strategies do you use to stay focused and be a coach effectively?
Prayer is number one. Like, I'll try to one of the first things I do before I start my day, just prayer. And also, I like to stay even keeled, and always see the logic in situations. When you're emotionally driven, you're never gonna have too much success. Because
Right.
everything is highs and lows and everything, but when you have emotions, like when you're logically, based decisions, off of things that you're doing, you're able to see more things and you see things clearly. And when you're trying to do stuff in your personal life and business life, and even with your career, just take a moment sometimes to just take the emotion on how you feel and just look at the business for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I
Yeah.
kind of have starting to have success in the coaching world is like also being relatable, and be able to make logical decisions and not emotional decisions. And also, so I'll to answer your questions, I'll say prayer, being logical, and also don't be afraid of collaboration with other people in your, in your circle that's trying to do what you're trying to do, or people not necessarily in your circle trying to do what you're trying to do, but you want to be with people who's like-minded, just as you, might be in a different industry, but still trying to make things happen. So
You said, I saw a Facebook post that you made. You said passion driven sports serve as a beacon of hope for creating a brighter tomorrow through its relentless, I can't speak today, apologies, through its relentless efforts towards developing the skills and character of younger generations. So, my question is, how important is it to have a vision in the sports industry?
not just to sports industry, just in life. I think more people, if you don't have a plan, you like, what are we doing here? And I think to be honest,
Right.
with passion driven sports, I didn't necessarily, when I started, I didn't necessarily have a plan, but God showed me a plan and a purpose. Um, my best one of my close friends, and he was one of my very first clients, another Morris College alum, um, Buster Knox. I was just like, man, I need to brand myself. He was just like, and he honestly, I credit him for the name, Passion Driven Sports. He's just like, man, he was like, yo, like everything we've done, like, when we're in the gym, is driven by, it is very purposeful driven, and you're very passionate, and it just clicked just like that. So like that's where passion driven sports came from.
Hmm.
But the vision is everything. Just having it, having plans, writing stuff down, being clear and being intentful and purposeful with whatever you're doing. So like in the sport, industry, I tell people like, in this business, if you're financially based and you driven to be financially based, you're not going to fail, because I tell a lot of my clients in the past, like, if I was a millionaire, I'd probably do this for free, but I'm not. I
Mm,
was just like to
yeah.
be compensated for my time, but my me being compensated for my time, you're still not giving me what I'm truly worth. So let's settle on this, whatever it is for the product or the services I render, just to be a part. The biggest success, and that people need to, I want them to take away from me and my business, is that the impact is more than the income. So when I want to be impactful, and the more impact that you have, and the more questions that are more answers that you can answer the questions through your business, through your product, through just life in general, is the more successful you become. And eventually that impact would translate to income, and you'll be able to, have whatever you need to have.
What's your favorite basketball player of all time and why?
I don't like answering that question, because I'm gonna get scrutinized, like whatever, because everybody's just, that's a touchy
No,
subject.
you gotta
But
go with it. You gotta go with it.
um, I can't give you one. I can give you three. I can give you three.
Okay.
Of course, Michael Jordan always gonna go up there, just because he's the brothers, but his will to win. So Michael Jordan. I'm also gonna say LeBron James, just from the fact of being able to do it for a longevity of time and still play at such a high level is, remarkable at itself. 20, 21 years still playing at a high level is like super amazing.
Yes.
Um, and my third is, this is really going to be controversial. Um, this is me. is just Kyrie Irving, just for being unapologetically himself, with
Mm.
how he handled media and public relations. That he's becoming more of an advocate for mental health and and speaking out with politics and I think there's I wish with people who have platforms like that or like us that willing to speak out on different issues of how they feel and what they're going through. That right now we people are not giving him
Mhm.
flowers, but looking at 15, 20 years later, we're going to be like, wow, he done a lot of amazing things.
What advice would you give someone who's struggling to find their purpose as an athlete?
Ooh, um, stay committed. Um, One of my slogans on one of my very first shirts was "The grind is necessary." Um, the grind is everything. Don't stay off social media, and like don't get in your feelings about, hey, I don't have this offer, hey, such and such and getting that. Um, Comparison ruin a lot of confidence for a lot of people, and not just athletes, just regular people. It's just like
Mhm.
you don't know the story of what it took to get there. Um, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. So just staying consistent, doing the right things, putting in the work. Just try to be the hardest worker that you can. And I feel like the journey of basketball and life is so similar. So some of the things that I say now to translate to your life, you know, um, just being willing to learn much as you can. If you're in the gym where you're the 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 most the best person in the gym all the time, you're in the wrong gym because you never can learn and get better. So just be consistent with who you are. Be work as hard as you can, and understanding that your journey is your journey and don't compare it to others.
Where can listeners find you on social media?
Facebook is Patrick Paul. That's my name. On Instagram, it's only Patrick Paul. X is P5 squared 2. That's mainly it. Hit me on Facebook. Hit the follow. Instagram, same thing. I love people. I love communicating with people. And, if we can find a way where we can collaborate and help each other, I'm always willing and support. Also, I have two links. My online store just closed. Patrick Griffin Sports Apparel. I only open it occasionally. And then I also have two links for two children books that I wrote. Adventures of Paul the Panda, which is a story about perseverance, and Adventures of Paul the Panda Accountability, which is based off of two children books that are based off virtues and values, but with an up to date spin and animals talking how kids talk today. So they're really cool.
See, that's the thing. I'm glad you brought the book because you need to see. Okay, you know what? I need you to do better.
I forget how much like so much stuff that I've done. Like I do stuff and I don't. Like people be like, you wrote two children's books, yeah. And they was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm like, it's cool. I mean, I appreciate you doing it. It's just like I don't, like other things in the works and like right now a big project for the summer is I have a men's summer league that I'm working on and with my guy Marcus Sykes, and I also have my baby, which is Passion Driven Sports. What is your passion elite camp, which is year 5. That's going to be on August 10th, and I'm just amazed. I got some really really big special guests coming this summer, and I think it's going to be truly impactful, and hopefully it can kind of change some kids' lives.
See, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, do you have any programs coming up? And you just said it, so that's good. See, you know what?
Yeah.
I need you to do better, Patrick, because people want to people want to shop with you. So yeah, I need you to do better. Okay.
I'm the biggest It's so weird. It's just like I I love helping people, but I'm not the best at letting people help me. Um, it's just and that's something I'm working on. And just being transparent with myself. It's just like I think I do so much, and trying to be as impactful as I can. That sometimes you lose sight in what it is, and sometimes and I don't give myself enough flowers. They'd be like, well, you did this and this. And I'm just like my camp average 75, 80 kids per year. And I'll be like, 75, 80 kids that I care about the kids once they got there having a good time. But I don't look at the magnitude of
Mhm.
70, you have 75, 80 kids in the gym every camp. And, just trying to find different ways where I can be innovative and make it better, have different experiences and where kids and parents want they leave and just be like, wow, like I want the best basketball player to be in there with the kid who never played
Mhm.
basketball before, who just wanted to be a part. But I want them to leave having a satisfying experience and finding a medium where that the best basketball player and that kid will walk away having the same type of feeling from what they experienced.
Yeah, we might have to talk after this because I need to see what's going on with you because I'm all about PR. I work as a public relations specialist, so we're gonna talk after this. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I am your host, Annika Laquette, and you're listening to Never Gave Denied podcast. Bye.